This has got to be the most beautiful park I have ever taken a walk in. I wasn't going to do a YouTube about this park. I always think that whatever I feel that is incredible and special and show worthy is not for many people. But one of the main objective of me creating this channel is leaving a memory behind of all the things and places that our family has visited and experienced. I think it's a great opportunity just come to terms on how small we are. We are little ants in this magnificent cordillera of mountains. Because me forget how to say that in our English. Before I continue trying to make my point, I have to show you these flowers. These flowers grow wild here. And oh my God, I didn't tell you where I was. We are in Santiago de Chile. We are in the outskirts. If you're Jamaican, it's just giving a Blue Mountain, Greenwich, Mavis Bank type of vibe. And I will promise to do a tour of the Airbnb we're staying at. You see how beautiful the design of that home is. Right now, we're going up a trail and it's very dusty and rocky. And you have to be careful because you don't have hiking shoes on. The big boys gone in front and left us behind. I am such a sucker for nature, YouTube tribe. I am such a sucker for nature. Look at that behind me. Because the sun is behind me. Now the sun is in front of me. But look at these mountains. And the air is kind of weird because you're expecting the air to be cold, but it's not. If you're new here, hi, my name is Flor. I am Cuban. I live in Jamaica for 21 years. And this is my little, welcome to my little YouTube channel where I share my experiences, my travels, and just my life with you. I think it's a great opportunity to share with you a little bit more about my family. My husband is Jamaican, and we have been married for 21 years. We have been together for 22, and we have three boys. Um, I'm climbing a hill, so I'm out of breath. Please keep your eyes on the view, okay? We have three boys, 12, 11, and 5. Three boys. If you're wondering if I'm going for the girl, no, I am not going for the girl. My husband and I have had this conversation several times, and boy, I tell you, Tao, you need to continue holding on to me. Um, People ask me for advice, and one advice I can give you: have your kids young. Do not wait until you are 30 at to have your kids. Okay, have your kids young. Start your love life young. But now, looking at what's going on in the dating scene, it is a good thing to start your dating life young, to find your life partner, your love partner, since you are in high school, college, and them time there. Don't wait until you get your master's degree and your doctorate to try to find somebody. Because let me tell you, getting acquainted with someone when they're fresh is hard. Imagine getting acquainted with someone who has lived life, who has been scarred, who has been damaged, who has a lot of work to do and don't even admit to it. That is way harder. That is way harder. So my husband and I relationship, I I came to realize this morning because I have been I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos about relationship and marriage and all of that, right? Yes, you're never done learning. And yes, you always have to keep your socks up, pull up your socks as a wife and as a husband to make sure that your relationship keeps strong and healthy. And I was exercising this morning and I said, I believe that my husband and I relationship started backwards compare to what people's expectations are of relationships today. And I'm going to make a pause here to show you the magnificent view because trust me, my face is not matched to these flowers. Wow, this is unbelievable. The beautiful, the beautiful mountains of Santiago de Chile. This is incredible. Incredible. The reason why I say that our relationship started backwards is because we were very young. I was 19 and he was 20 when we got married. Look at the view behind me. Oh my god. And we basically finished raising each other because we were so young, so immature, and we molded each other into what we were looking to have from one another. Yes, when I saw him, it was love at first sight. I knew this was going to be the man that I was going to spend the rest of my life with. It would have been him or nobody else because, as I said to you, oh my God, this view. Hold on. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. And you can hear the river in the back. This is breathtaking. Actually, I have no breath because that's a climb. That's a climb. And by the time I met my husband, I said, this is it. And I was very lucky and blessed that it did work. And here we are, 22 years later, climbing a hill in Santiago de Chile, in the Andes. I guess what I'm trying to say is that relationships have many, many stages. And I can safely say this after being in a relationship, committed relationship for 22 years with the love of my life and the man of my dreams who has made all my dreams come true without I even realizing it sometimes. And in today's scene, relationship scene, dating scene, it's like everybody is expecting for people to come onto the relationship with the full package, already made, already healed, already with a fashion sense, with with everything. So you can say that that this is a backwards relationship because we did not go into the relationship ready with nothing. We didn't have anything. We didn't have a career. Well, I was a dancer. I already graduated from dance school, but that was about it. um, I changed my entire professional trajectory in the course of our relationship. And what he went to Cuba to study when I met, he completely dropped out of that and became a businessman instead. So I supported him every single step of the way. Still, I'm supporting him every single step of the way. And if he ever, if he ever went to one of those pop the balloon shows and walk in how I met him, every single lady would have popped their balloon and miss out in a very loyal, committed, loving, caring, respectful, put his family first man. Taking a second to show you how far we have reached right here. Oh my goodness. Yes, yes, incredible. Now you have some cactus in the landscape. Incredible. So it's very important to notice that at the beginning I said that people were expecting people to come already healed into the relationship because there was a lot of that type of work that we had to do in our relationship, on his side and my side as well. It has been a very intense, tense journey, and I I usually don't talk about my relationship that much on social media because, as my grandmother said to me one day, wait, used to tell me this story about her neighbor, and she said that her neighbor will come over. He really say really, really bad things about her husband to her, and she never made any any changes to her relationship. She never divorced that man, nothing. So basically, this lady just won't do anything. And all she did was just to come to my grandmother and vent to her. Now, my grandmother, having the relationship experience that she has, being married and divorced from my grandfather, she will share her opinion and share her advice from the goodness of her heart in vain because this lady just wanted to come to her and vent her negativity and basically just drag through the dirt her husband, and just don't do anything about it. And I learned from that time that it doesn't make any sense to go and complain about things, whether it's with people you know, with your family, or on social media, if you are not willing to take those steps, whether it's bettering yourself to become a more understanding, more accepting, more realistic person, or just trying to point out things to your partner where with things that about things that they need and could improve on. We have reached the mirador, which is the lookout. Come over here, baby. This is where we're walking right now. Look at this. Crazy. So I have to hold him for a second here before I continue the story I'm about to tell you. Yeah, we could walk to that. Wow. We should get a, we should get like a, and there is a lot that we went through as a couple, and I tell you, I was so immature, so immature, so unreasonable when we started in our relationship. When I moved to Jamaica with him, I was expecting to reach Jamaica, and on the weekends we will go out and we'll go to the club and dance because I'm a dancer and I wasn't dancing professionally anymore. So I was really looking forward to partying and so on. So I think that's one of the reasons why I never developed that social life in Jamaica. If you think that I'm a socialite, I invite you to watch my video why I don't have any friends. And every single word that I said there was true. At the time, that did not happen. We will go to the beach and we will go to Montego Bay on the weekends, and just have a nice time outside of Kingston. But that was about it. It took me a long time to appreciate, understand, and learn that that is foolishness. That doesn't matter. That you don't need that. That was a period in time in life where the main objective was to build our lives, to work as hard as you can so that today we could be here. Can you imagine? So when I tell you that wanting, desiring, expecting for your partner and even yourself go into a relationship as a full package, that is delusional. That is delusional, and a lot of people are going to be single, and the world population will continue to decrease. Like right now in Jamaica, the Ministry of Health is basically begging women to get pregnant because nobody is having babies. Now in Jamaica, it's a different situation. So it's not just relationships not working out, but there's also a very intense socio-economical issues going on that is just not the ideal landscape to bring a child into the world. You can see the mountains with the snow from here, the Andes, beautiful, breathtaking, and it's nice and warm, and the sun is out, and there's not a cloud in the sky. So, going back to the original point I was trying to make, that I don't share a lot of things on social media. But throughout the years, we have gone through very, very difficult aspects of our relationship. And I can give you a hint, none of them involved infidelity. um, but it has been very, very difficult and very challenging. Not once I thought that our separation was the best solution. Just because, in my opinion and my experience, when you are in love with somebody, you should try to do everything that is in your power to make it work, especially when you come to age, especially after you have children, because then you will be depriving of that connection, of that relationship between father and child, mother and child. Another thing that I learned about from my mom was to weigh the good versus the bad. And she's a lawyer, so she will say atenuantes y agravantes. And if the man don't give you the flowers, they like your friend, them I get flowers. Or him not take you another date, they like your friend, them quote unquote friend them. Is that really that important? Is that really worth losing on everything else? On the support, on the peace of mind, on the love, on the admiration, appreciation that your husband and life partner would give you? No, no. So this is the message, and I will cut this video here because my mic is about to die. Let me know in the comments if you would like me to expand a little bit more into this. If you would like to hear a little bit more of my experience as being a wife and mother, I would love to share this with you, because I think that there is a lot of parenting that is needed out there that social media is giving young people, and we need to have good parents out there. We need to have good parenting out there. We need to have good advice. We need to have good advice givers out there. A lot of people giving really, really, really bad advice to the young generations coming up, and those are being extra magnified. So let me know if you want to hear on how we made it, on how we're still trying to make it work after so many years. It will be my pleasure. And who knows, maybe one day I'll be blessed and have my husband in one of these videos. So for now, don't give up. Keep up the good work if you are still together. And if you are in doubt, get a therapist. Both of you go to couples therapy. Is the best thing that you can do is to get a third party involved. Let me tell you, there's nothing sweeter than that old love. So the mic finally dead. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Mucho love.